They say the Michael and Eric the Earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frakkin Nerds, episode number 276. I'm your host, Doc Martin, and joining me all the way from the East Coast, it is...
It's me. It's the guy, Joshua. Like, why do you
guy?
The guy.
It's the guy who's got he's got the Doom behind him.
Who? This guy?
That guy, yes.
Yeah, this guy.
You don't know where to point, do you?
I don't know where to point. See, there you go. Yes. I have Doom behind me. I'm happy.
Because he's another character you can spend. How much do you think you'll spend on Doom?
I don't think I'm gonna spend a lot to get him. I mean, like I said, I have the once I beat DD3, I'll have the resources to get everybody to tier 15, and I just have to wait to see who does it first, and then I copy them, and then I get them. So hopefully, I could be one of the people that gets them like within the first 2 to 3 months after the Dark Dimension 4 opens. So we'll see.
All right. Well, hopefully, the next person who talks to me actually can speak English. Because that was all complete gibberish over there. It's a man over there on the Indiana side. That's Mr. Chris Class.
Hey, thank you for having me. I've missed you guys. It's been a couple weeks.
It has been a couple weeks.
It's been like a month. I don't know. It's been a minute.
Well, it hasn't been a month for all of us. Some of us like have to work apparently, and then go to Baltimore and New Jersey, and they won't get me a Silent Bob pop because.
Bro, I could have, and I'm sorry I didn't, but it was like $90. They had one there. It was
fuck $90 no.
Well, and like, dude, okay. I'm not I have no problem. Like, I was just gonna hook you up, and then I was like, oh, how much is it? And it was signed by him and everything. It was like $90, and I was like, I love you.
I don't like Doc that much.
I would cut Doc off at like $50, so like that was kind of like my limit. Like but, I did come back with a lot of cool shit, man. I have plenty of shit to share with you, Doc. So if you would like something,
share.
You know what I have? I do have a gift for you.
I'm excited.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of one of two things.
One
of two things. You know what I'm gonna do live on the air? I'm gonna have like something on my right, something on my left, and I'll let you pick.
Oh, okay.
And, it's signed by Kevin Smith. So before the show's over. Let me run in there and go pick that up.
Okay.
And we'll let you.
Excited now.
What we could do is, I should have came up with a game and had like both you all play for it. And then like if Joshua gets it, he could just be like, I won, and then like rip it in half or something, fucking throw it.
No, I give it to my uncle because he loves Kevin Smith. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, sorry. This one's going to Doc.
It's going to me already. So.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, just give it to Doc. I'm just saying, like.
Next time I'll come up with a game. But yeah, okay, I got you something, Doc. I got you somebody.
Excellent. Yeah, I still got to get your shirt sent out to you from that. Jesus Christ, what was that?
The Jay and Silent Bob.
What was it? What was
10 years ago or something?
Oh shoot, that's 20 years old shirt there.
Yeah,
that was like one of their first like conventions for their View Askew universe.
Chronic Con or whatever that was.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't think it was Chronic Con. I think it was more of like shit. What was the name of their production company with the clown?
View Askew.
I know View Askew, but I think there was something else with the name. I can't remember.
That'd be a while. It was an extra large, so it's going to be a little big. But you know what? That'll be all right.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
I've been eating so much.
Big.
No, I've been eating so much recently. It might end up fitting me a little snug, honestly. I've been trying to work out, man, but I'm eating way more than I'm working out. So it's like, that's all right. I appreciate the gift, Doc. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I can't wear it. I'd have to probably have to get cancer. The only way that I can probably wear that shirt. So I don't. Yes, too soon. No, Jesus Christ. Calm down. You could say cancer. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get cancer. You could say COVID. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get COVID either. You okay over there?
It is flaring up.
All right. Well, on today's show, Prime Day is delayed. Tenet is delayed also. We don't know when that's going to be airing, which is probably going to move everything probably to 2021. And you could have won Netflix for life. That'll bring us to our first story. And Burger King's climate solution is a limited supply Whopper. They're going to be sourcing cows that belch out less methane as where the food is going to come from. I don't know how you find these cows that don't send as much methane out.
Did you say limited edition?
It is a limited supply, which would be a limited edition, right? I mean, I don't think anybody's keeping these for resale value later on.
Yeah, that's what I was like, wait, what?
Not like one of those Cokes with Star Wars characters on them. No, it's just a limited supply of these, I don't know, less gassy cows.
Dude, I had those when Phantom Menace came out and Pepsi had all those like collector's Cokes. It was like 24 of them. It was like Coke or Pepsi Mountain Dew. I don't know, whatever all those were, a whole line. And I had them for years, dude. And then I don't know what happens. If you keep a Coke in a can for too long, they'll fucking start expanding and like just start fucking blowing up out of nowhere.
In a can?
Yeah, if you keep.
Yeah, it was weird.
Them, like in a hot space, right?
I mean, I kept them in like my living room in my old apartment, like when I first moved out. This is way back in the day, but
it's probably hot.
I would keep that. I wouldn't keep a fucking limited edition Whopper. That shit would, with all the preservatives, honestly, like you've seen that with like some of those old McDonald's burgers, man. Like people have left them for like 10 years and it's like they look the same.
Oh, I know.
I cleaned my car out today and I was vacuuming it out underneath my seat. Bro, I found some old fries that just look like, I was like tempted to take a bite because I was like, it looks fine.
The sandwiches, which came out apparently a week or so ago, made from cattle raised on a diet of supplemented with lemongrass. They expect to cut greenhouse gases emissions from those animals by about a third.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just keep these animals alive so that their farts won't cause emissions instead of killing them? For food?
Well, no, that's the whole point of what vegans are saying is not creating so many of these animals for food consumption. But I mean, if we stopped eating cows, how many cows are going to be like roaming the earth, right? Because I mean, no one's going to be taking care of cows just for the fun of cow, except for milk, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But then with vegans, they don't want us to drink milk either.
No, they don't want anything from an animal.
Yeah.
Vegan police.
But really, vegans are trying to end the population of cows. Because, I mean, really, how many cows are going to be on this earth if we stop utilizing them for their food and milk?
Nah, just tell the Japanese whalers that the cows were the reason for Pearl Harbor. And they just started attacking the cows. No, so they kept the whalers kept killing the dolphins.
Yeah.
And so in the end of the episode, they was like, no, they thought the dolphins were the reason why Pearl Harbor happened.
Yeah.
So he was like, no, it was the cows and the chickens. And he's like, oh, we must attack cows and chickens. You never seen that episode?
I've seen the episode.
It's on HBO Max.
It's been a long. It's still on Hulu too. I think Hulu still has the rights to the South Park.
Hulu, no.
They lost it.
I looked. Yeah, they lost it to HBO.
Right.
So
I mean that's the weird part is like with that HBO Max is. Like most of their content is not dragging me over there to watch. Like I'm not going to sit there and throw on South Park. I've seen South Park so many times. I mean, I don't know.
I will.
Do you? Okay.
You know what I do? Like I'll just go on it, look at movies like action and something will pop up that I want to watch. Like I watched the European Vacation, the National Lampoon's Vacation. Those are pretty funny.
I do that with Family Guy sometimes. I'll just turn on like. I'll pick a random like season 5, episode 3 or something and just like let it play. I do that with Family Guy sometimes, so I can see you doing that.
So you're just doing it for background noises.
Yeah, like yeah. Sometimes it'll start off like, you know, I'll be indecisive and be like, let me just throw this on, and next thing I know, I'm fucking like 5-6 episodes deep in it.
Oh, okay. See, like with me, it's like I gotta have a purpose for why I'm watching this. Like, you know,
sure.
if I'm gonna pick a South Park episode, I want to just I'm crazy. I want to pick an episode that I know I'm gonna enjoy through it, and sometimes it's hard to just kind of try to decide on which episode. Now, if you've not watched Close Enough on HBO, that actually is very entertaining. By the guy created forgot the show.
Adventure Show or something like that?
No, not Adventure Show. Regular Show is what it's called.
Yeah, same fucking thing.
It's a little animated, a little bit different.
It's adult themed?
It is very adult thing. It's about this a husband and wife and their child living with a divorced couple and dealing with the world. And it's definitely adult. Yeah, it's not something you're gonna watch with your children because they cost.
Somebody at work recommended it to me, and I was like, yeah. As I was watching you promote it, I was like, maybe I'll watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you usually just ignore everything I say.
I don't. I didn't ignore fucking 1984 for reading material. So
that was reading material. But have you watched Black Mirrors yet? No. And there's more than
still on Netflix.
Yes, because it's one of their highly rated shows on Netflix.
Nah, I'm good.
I got up a minute ago, Doc. I apologize. I thought I had him here. I don't have him here. So instead of giving you an option, I'm actually going to, because the more I think about it, one of the things I have, I definitely want to keep. So I'm going to give you, but what I'm going to get you is, I didn't give it to him yet. But what I'm going to give you, Doc, I have a screenplay of, it's like it's a screenplay, basically like a trade paperback of Clerks 2, signed by Kevin Smith.
Not even the good Clerks.
No, Clerks 2 is a good movie.
I mean, it was no fun. Yeah, it was no Dogma. Dogma was like my favorite Kevin Smith movie of all time. The other thing that I was the other option was I have Mallrats on a DVD signed by Kevin Smith, and I was like,
no, keep that because I don't really keep.
You know what, Doc? I got a present for you. Don't worry about it.
Are you gonna trump me?
Yeah, I got it. But it's something I already told him I was gonna give him. So it's just I keep forgetting it when I go to Kentucky. So.
You go, You gonna give him a little fucking HJ, a little gooseneck HJ?
Nah, I'm not.
Doc, I'll give you a gooseneck HJ in addition to that fucking scream.
Gooseneck.
Gooseneck. You ever grab a goose by its neck and it's all fucking? You got to have a big old dick for it, man.
No, I've never grabbed a goose by its neck.
Grab a goose by the base of its neck and imagine its head all fucking.
Why would I have grabbed a goose by its neck?
Yeah,
that's the name.
I will point out something. Geese are not very friendly, so I'm not just gonna randomly grab them by their neck. Just to know what it'd be like to grab some man's large penis.
Just imagine that's what I
shaking it around.
So,
well, continue on with the bird world. KFC hopes to develop the first lab-made chicken nuggets.
Aren't they already like lab-made at McDonald's? That pink shit.
No, that's just all that shit blended into one. That's what it is.
KFC has teamed up with Moscow's 3D bioprinting solutions with the goal of producing the world's first lab-made chicken nuggets. They're using additives in their printing technique using chicken cells and plant materials that are ideal to recreate the taste and texture of natural chickens while keeping animal involvement to a minimum.
So what the fuck are you eating then?
But giving you the craziest fucking colon cancer you could ever imagine. By the time you're like in the next 5 years. Fuck.
Chicken cells and plant-based is what they're going to use to create it.
This doesn't sound like healthy at all.
They're hoping that it is ready for testing in Moscow by fall of 2020, which, I mean, really, when you think about good stuff coming out of the world, Moscow is not the first place that I typically put my money on.
Let's let the Ruskies, let's let them try it out and fucking thin that herd first.
They're also concerned about the gas emission because they said it could cut down greenhouse gas by 25 times and actually require 100 times less farmland by doing bioprinted meat.
So what? Less farmland means more reasons to put bigger buildings and shit like that, and
like I mean, could we be getting to the point of like 3D printing our food? Like if this
but that was the goal, right? Like even like I feel like they were talking about 3D printing food from like I want to say 2-3 years ago. So it's like, like.
I mean, but how cool would that be? Like you can actually 3D print real tasting KFC nuggets at your house.
First of all, KFC never had nuggets before.
Well, they have the
popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
You know, you should know these, Doc. We're fat men. We should know our food.
Doesn't mean I always go to KFC. Taco Bell's. Oh God, and destroying Taco Bell's menu. Did you guys hear about all that?
And
No.
then
What's going on?
Oh,
With
no.
Taco Bell? 'Cause
7
I'm a
items off
fan.
or like 8?
It was a lot. Like, first of all, like Nacho Bell Grande, I think, is
Vegetarians are
going away.
tight
And
because they
they're
took
saying
off
it. They're saying it's because of like COVID and stuff. The quesarito you won't be able to order through the drive-thru. You have to order it online. Let's see where else is this?
Okay.
What the fuck does this have to do with ordering? I can't order it through drive-thru. I have to order.
I don't know
The
what
kind of restriction
quesarito
is
isn't
that?
very good anyway, though.
But it's weird that like you have to order it through the online service. Let's see. The quesarito, all potato items, the beefy Frito burrito, triple layer nachos, nacho supreme will be removed from their items. Well, Amazon Prime Day is delayed, but it will be running in India. So if you're looking for good deals for Prime Day in India, August 6th and August 7th. So get your torrent set, not torrent, but your VPN set up for India and order some Prime deals. They don't know when it's going to happen here in the United States or in other countries, but yeah, currently right now, I guess they can't handle the demand if they do a Prime Day with everything that's going on.
Since moving out and everything, this whole quarantine in general, I have utilized Amazon fucking way more than I ever have, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if that's a trend. Like, maybe their stock is just going through the roof, maybe not. But like, dude, I have been buying so much shit, like from vinyls. I just bought this T-shirt. I've been buying like probably every week. I have like something come through. Figures. I've been getting a little out of hand with it, honestly.
Yeah,
but it's is that the trend?
No, didn't you read like the news
happening?
Like Bezos' fucking net worth went up like what $10 billion during this whole COVID thing.
I contributed to a lot of that.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, you've got to understand. I mean, it's much easier to order. I always felt like it's much easier to order something from Amazon than trying to go to like Walmart, Target, or even your local grocery store. And then now you don't have to worry about going and dealing with like assholes that can't seem to wear their mask and just being close to people. You can get it. And usually, I mean, when everything shut down, it was taking a few weeks for normal items. And now, I mean, 2 to 3 days on typical items.
Yeah, back at it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I would rather deal with that than deal with fucking the public. I seem like I deal with them enough at work.
I know, right?
I picked the wrong fucking field for not liking people. I picked the wrong field to work in.
I mean, no, that's how I feel. It's like, if I don't have to go to another store, I don't want to go because I've already dealt with way too many people. And
right.
Just I had an argument with the lady this last week. She was like, "Why do you wear your mask over your nose? All the CO2 will cause you to pass out." I said, "Have you ever heard of a doctor or nurse passing out after a 14-hour surgery?" No. And
yeah, but they take breaks too, Chief.
Yes, but the fact that I wear a mask almost all day on Saturday, unless I'm in the bathroom or in the break room. I've not passed out because all the CO2 that's building up.
No, but if you work out with that motherfucker on, you're going to pass the fuck out.
You're not going to pass the fuck out.
No, they did a study. It was like, if you work out with the mask on, you're going to, it's going to fuck you up. And somebody I know was a test to this on, I think the other day, and he put the article where it was like, if you work out with a mask.
I mean, and I could see that possibly happening because not only you breathe in everything, you breathe in your O2 and your CO2, you let off your O2 during everyone knows this shit. When you have that mask on, you may be keeping in a little bit of CO2, but it's like your O2 readings. If you put on an O2 set on your finger, like a pulse ox, it is, you're not losing any oxygen. You're not poisoning yourself with the CO2. By working out, you start becoming you're breathing a lot more. So though you could hyperventilate a little bit, and I could see that happening, but it's like, I mean, come on, man.
I mean, I figure if you're one of the wraps or something, you shouldn't have the problem. I mean, I could see the N95 mask may cause an issue because it's harder to breathe through those things.
I think with anything, like we're doing normal stuff. We're not really exerting ourselves with our day to day. Like no one's doing anything strenuous. But like working out, you're doing that high, tempo stuff. You breathing a lot. It could fuck with you.
There's an Olympic athlete who wears a mask because of his allergies. He has to wear it when he runs and everything else. He's not passing out. Where are you hearing this from? So you are.
What Olympic athlete?
I'd have to get the name for the guy, but I'll find it.
All right, shut the fuck up then if you ain't coming with straight facts.
It's not Kurt Angle. Well, then I will get that. And I will post that.
Is it an athlete that has to do stuff underwater with a breathing apparatus?
No, they don't. You normally run when you're underwater.
What's the runner's name? Usagi Ojimbo, or what's his name?
Who's that?
No, that's the rabbit. That's the guy from Turtles. No, what's his name? Usain Bolt. Usagi Ojimbo.
Yeah, a Japanese rabbit confused with a Jamaican man. Smooth move, asshole.
I mean, all right.
Well, guys, in movie news, where we're talking about Tenet, was supposed to be the big summer blockbuster from Christopher Nolan, is now indefinitely delayed from Warner Brothers. They're thinking it may not ever get released here in the United States within this year, which I kind of wonder, like, they're all like, well, either it has to be at the theaters or we're not releasing it, then just put it on the shelf until next year when everything is clear. Like, their only thing they're losing money now is they're keeping marketing it with not really being sure if they're going to be able to bring it back. So, I mean, right now, more likely, all the major movies, Mulan, Wonder Woman, probably not going to see until the following year if everything goes well.
I'm pretty sure Mulan's going to Disney Plus.
They don't really. I mean, it's the same as Black Widow now, is because of its delayed, has pushed some of their Marvel shows back because it's connected to that world.
I mean, that makes sense. But at what point, like with Mulan, I think you could just just put that on Disney Plus and you win. I could see why they hold out Black Widow, but at what point, like you said, how many times are you going to promote a movie and you don't know what's going to come out?
But see, with those, I mean, they already got the subscribers. You're not making probably any more additional money by releasing it on there. It's not Artemis Fowl, which was a foul fucking movie. It's good
segue there.
We're not segueing anywhere. We're staying on the same thing. But Mulan, I mean, I think they're expecting to make a lot of money. Probably easily over 100 million, probably close to 200 million, I would say, for that. The same with Black Widow, because I mean, Marvel movies don't suck at the box office. Even Captain Marvel didn't suck at the box office.
Still sucked.
It had so much potential. That movie had so much fucking potential, and it was like, had they not just did that whole twist with the Kree and Skrulls, it was like,
yes, the Mexicans of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, that was weird, man. I didn't like that part.
Did that kind of just pretty much tell you that they didn't have any plan for the Skrulls? They were just like, yeah, they're just a background character to us.
No, because they could have easily someone could have said, okay, this is how we can introduce the Secret War or whatnot by just making them the bad guys. They didn't make them the bad guys.
That's what I'm saying. They kind of just shit on it. They're like, oh, well, these are just throwaway characters.
No, because the rumor is the Kree are going to be the ones that are going to be the bad guys in the Secret War. They're just like, huh?
But the whole point of Secret War is that the Skrulls could shapeshift into whoever, and the Kree don't do that. So you can't really. It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't,
right?
But no, man.
Where'd you read this on? Who got you? We got you covered. Is that where you all read that from?
I didn't read that.
The same guy that told him about working out and passing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Te llamo, puto.
How about this? Wear a mask and do fucking 25 jumping jacks and get back to me, asshole.
Well, we're gonna have to do class because I am definitely not gonna be doing that. So.
Oh yeah, you're already excluded from the fucking fish.
What is he?
He thought I was talking to him.
I don't know who you're talking to. I'm
talking to. I broke my. Anyway, yes, I just what you call it? Just reading through shit. Maybe you're right. It was probably WeGotItDiscovered.com.
Yeah, don't follow that website. Do not follow that website. Do not follow that website. I don't know how many times I have to get on Facebook and say do not follow that website.
You told me one time and I stopped. So yeah,
I appreciate that. Now I've got other friends on my Facebook that will post this and they'll just say, I know it's a rumor. And then usually I'm following up with don't follow this website. And they're like, I know. You and it's like, it's so bullshit. But this is news. John Hamm's going to be starring in the new Fletch reboot film. If you ever grew up watching Fletch, Josh, I don't see you as somebody who watched Fletch.
I liked the first one. I didn't really like the second or third one.
What Fletch?
There was no third one. It was just a second one.
Oh, I thought there was a third one.
What happened in the third one?
No, I always just thought there was a third one.
There's not. There's no, there's no Sinbad as a genie movie either. So
I knew it wasn't Sinbad. I knew that was always Shaq. I don't know why people thought that. That's kind of stupid.
I think so too. Because I mean,
like I was like, how did that come to be? I was like, that's Shaq. This Kazam is Shaq. Like I remember that piece of shit. Like,
yeah, I don't know how people are like, oh, Sinbad. I definitely remember. It's like, did you? Because there is no fucking Sinbad as a genie.
Sinbad was in something where he had like the genie pants, or maybe that was just the '90s and Sinbad just rocked the genie pants. Maybe that's
probably hammer pants.
Maybe is that what do they call that? The Mandela effect.
Yeah,
because I swear that I gotta Google this.
That was probably house guest because that's what he was like when he was playing basketball.
Well, Ham's going to be producing the new film. Director is going to be Greg Mottola, who did Superbad. Yes, it's Fletch was pretty entertaining about a detective played by Chevy Chase. There was two movies based upon a number of books. I don't know how many books there were in the series.
Yeah, I got it right there.
Shazam.
It's so fake.
There you go. Is it fake?
It is fake.
Look, it's Sinbad. You can't really see it.
Well, now when you do it like that. Well, here.
That movie sucked.
I don't know. Sinbad, Pure Magic, Shazam. Yeah. Oh, no, that was Shaq. Never mind. Yeah, because I'm finding like the real one right here. That's the real one.
That's Kazam.
Oh yeah, hold on. Where's the fake one? It was.
There you go.
That's the.
Hold on, let me pin you so you can see it. Oh God, yeah, they just completely stowed. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be careful what I scroll through on my phone, man.
The new film is going to be adaptation of the second book, where Fletch finds himself in the middle of multiple murders, one which is pinned on him as a prime suspect.
And not one of his many multiple personalities?
No, he didn't have multiple personalities. He was.
No, I know, jerk face. I'm making a joke.
Sorry.
Chevy Chase has to make a cameo in this, right?
You think? No, I think he's that bitter. He probably wouldn't be in this.
Really?
I think so.
What was the last thing Chevy Chase did after Community?
Community? Oh, yeah, Community.
No, he did a movie. He's done one or two movies, I think, after Community, but that's been it.
You know, once he left Community, man, that show went downhill.
It was when what's his name left the show?
Donald Glover?
Donald Glover, yeah.
Really? Well, when I was watching it and Chevy Chase left, it just seemed like it was just.
Well, Chevy was in essence let go of the show because of hostilities that occurred. Donald was leaving after they got rid of him on that next season. Donald left 5 episodes in to work on Atlanta, so it just dropped hard after that time.
Is that a good show?
Do both?
Atlanta's really good. Yes.
I need to watch that.
It's a funny show.
Yeah.
Talking about like some of the Netflix shit and all that, you know, Hulu or whatever it might be on. When it comes to binge watching, that's a show that I'm like. I like Donald Glover. I thought his stand up was dog shit though. He's not very good at stand up, but I really really liked him in Community. And I've liked him in a lot of other things that he's acted in. So I need to give that a shot. Have both of y'all seen that?
Yes.
Atlanta? Oh yeah.
Really good.
Recommended, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And What We Do in the Shadows as well.
What We Do in the Shadows is good.
Second season, they knocked it out the park, man.
I'm on the first season, and that's a damn good show. You a fan of that, Doctor?
Dr.
Martin over there.
Yeah, well, I recommended that I think to Joshua because I'd already seen the movie, the mockumentary.
No, I watched the movie first, the mockumentary, and then I was like, I watched the show, and
I was as soon as I got it announced, I was ready for it.
Yeah, so I was like, I liked the movie, but the first season wasn't that great. But then whatever the fuck they did in the second season, I hope they do on the third season.
Well, no, you hadn't identified with the characters yet. So now that first season allowed you to have their own nuances with how they are with characters, and then they got to play with those characters in the second season.
Not really. I could watch the show for the first time in the first season, and it'll be funny. That show wasn't that funny in the first season.
That was very funny. Go back and watch it. Tell me it's not.
I did. I think the only episode was that orgy episode was the funny episode, but everything else I was just like, this is not funny.
You didn't like the last one where they had all the people come back that played vampires?
That was funny too, but really it was just Dave Bautista.
You didn't
the
like
characters from the movie.
You didn't like the werewolf episode either, where they had that.
No, the werewolf wasn't that funny.
Okay, well, it's all right.
But the second season was fucking great.
Good talk.
Agreed to disagree. Well, Netflix says its first 200 million plus film. It's coming from the duo of Joe and Anthony Russo. It's going to be starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. It's called The Gray Man.
Spy drama.
What's that?
It's a spy drama or a spy action film.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a James Bond-esque kind of film. Well, I mean, they did a really good job with the Winter Soldier, which was kind of an old throwback to the 70s spy thriller.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're working on that. $200 million $200 million film. So that means they're setting
hopefully they set up a sequel like they did with the Old Guard.
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's all right. Like you could tell, like you're the movie watcher that I am in some regards. When you're watching, you're going, yeah, this is gonna be a sequel. They tell you early on, yeah, this you already know. So
now let me ask you this, Doc. We were talking about releasing some of these movies like Mulan and Black Widow and all that, and how Disney already has their subscribers. So how would they make money off this? What is your train of thought then? Yeah, exactly. So like, what is your train of thought? You think a bunch of subscribers are going to start a bunch of people are going to start subscribing to Netflix to recoup $200 million? Like,
no, but I get
that kind of silly. Like, I don't understand the train of thought when it comes to this.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of money to. Yeah, you're not gonna hold audiences to it. Like really, I think that's what Amazon and Hulu are trying to do is to keep people keeping it longer than just getting it for a month and then dropping it. But I don't know anybody that does that for Netflix or anything else.
No.
I mean, I've heard people did it with The Mandalorian, or they'll just wait till it all comes in and then just binge watch it, and then dump Disney Plus.
I seen someone do that. Once The Mandalorian was done, they're like, cancel, and they're like, why? You don't have The Mandalorian no more. I'll wait till season 2 comes out. I'll come back. They literally put that on the fucking excuse. And I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, and I was talking about that on the chat thing that, like, I have not watched anything on Disney Plus since The Mandalorian. Nothing has drawn me in. I mean, I like Disney movies, but I'm not reaching out to rewatch Disney movies or whatever.
Now, it seems like Hamilton is like, really trying to, I mean, that's getting all over the place.
I'm kind of now to the point that Hamilton is way out there. That I want to be that guy who's just like, I haven't watched Hamilton. I'm
good. You don't have to
be
like.
It was very, in all honesty, it's like, I don't know. It's something that my daughter is like, she just sent me a message right now. She's like, hey, guess what I'm watching? I was like, Hamilton for the 4th time. And she's like, yep. She loves it. And it's, maybe being there live for 3 hours sitting there and, maybe it would be something. I thought it was pretty overrated. I think it's cool. It starts off fun. Some of the songs are a little catchy and all that stuff, but it's like.
Do you think the hype is just way, like people feel like they have to like Hamilton more than they really should?
Maybe. I mean, maybe with everything going on now with like, it's basically an African-American cast. It was done really well. But it's one of those things, like maybe it was just the right time for it to come out now with the whole Black Lives Matter and all that. And it was like, a black production and all that stuff. It's a cool twist. And it's like I said, some of the songs are a little catchy, but it's like maybe being there live as opposed to watching on TV. It's like I didn't get the hype. Like it was very hyped up and it didn't. I don't know.
You're not black enough. Anyway.
Maybe I'm not, man. Maybe I'm not. Maybe if it was all like Spanish people, then maybe I'd be like, then I could get it. I represent.
There's Puerto Ricans in that, isn't it?
I don't give a shit. Like I'm just talking shit. I don't care.
But you're like the second person that I know that said it's overrated. So I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'll still watch it when I'm bored.
Watch it. I mean, it's something fun to watch, and it's like if you have 3 hours, but it's fucking, it's long, dude. I fell asleep.
Oh,
I don't know if you've been to musicals class, but they do run long. So
yeah. They didn't have an intermission for you where you could go.
There's an intermission during the show that it's like, what the fuck? There's a pause button, bro. Like you don't need a fucking legit intermission. It's weird, man. It's weird.
You can take an intermission at any point watching it. You don't have to.
You really could. You really could. And I was really hoping like there was like one girl on there that was like kind of all right hot, but like I was like, dude, I need some more like, I don't know, man.
What, you're judging it based upon the hotness of the actors?
Yeah, there was there was only a couple that were like, they were pretty hot girls, but I needed some girls who were like a little hotter.
But going back to what you were saying, that you don't use it, because I'm in the same boat as you. I haven't really used my Disney Plus a whole lot. But you got it lumped in with your Hulu, right?
No, it was girlfriend's Verizon account. They gave
so you get it for free, but like me, I have it lumped in with the package deal with Hulu, where it's like I'm getting all this great content for like what, $7.99 or $7 a month.
I thought it's $12 for everything.
No, I think
ESPN and Hulu and Disney Plus. I think it's $12, isn't it?
No, because I was paying. They subtracted the $5 off my Hulu because I had the Hulu subscription already.
Yeah.
So they were just like, we'll just take the $5 off.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm paying. So like in theory, I was telling someone, it's like I'm paying 1 cent for ESPN Plus.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's like you're getting all this for a good. So it doesn't bother you that you're like, I don't watch it, but it's there, It's like my DC Universe app. I don't watch any programming on it. I just read the comic books, but at least I know the programming's there for me whenever I feel like watching.
You can watch Doom Patrol. It's on there. It's on your HBO Max too.
Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for it to be over so I could binge watch it. Like I told you the first fucking 5 times.
Just fucking watch it now.
Why? So you could talk to me about it? That's what.
Yeah, we can have a conversation about. Hey, what'd you think about the episode?
Yeah. You gotta wait. Yeah.
With the candle maker. I mean, what's going on? What's happening with all that?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
I need to watch it.
You have not watched Doom Patrol?
I haven't.
Doom Patrol is amazing. It is amazing.
I still gotta watch the 3rd season of fucking or the 2nd season of Titans.
How have you not watched the 2nd season of Titans? It's there.
I don't know. I'm just lazy like that. I'm fucking playing video games. I'm reading comic books. I'm watching TV, bro. I'm all over the place, man.
You watching TV? That's when you should be watching Titans. Go back and you can binge it all now.
I literally fucking come home and I watch fucking YouTube all fucking night. That's my life.
I've been doing that. I've been getting off of work and I'll throw on like some kind of like wrestling podcast or something like or just anything like sleep meditation. I've been listening to that. Like YouTube, I've been listening to so much YouTube shit while I like it helps me go to sleep.
Class, when
one thing you guys could watch on YouTube is Frakkin Nerds, since we're doing this on Zoom. So if you're just listening to us audio version, go on YouTube, look up Frakkin Nerds, subscribe, right, Doc?
That's true.
You could see us live and in person. Well, maybe not live, but you can see what we're
doing.
Having a conversation.
Yo, class, you want to laugh? Like if you got an hour to kill, watch the Joey Ryan video.
The apology video or whatever
it's not an apology, but it's like the greatest fucking thing ever, bro. Like just watch it and you're gonna laugh, bro. I was rolling. Like yeah, bro. Like that shit was funny. Yeah, like, I'm not making fun of like anything. Just watch it and then get back to me, bro.
So it's like, I guess for the people like, that may not be familiar with it, Joey Ryan's an independent wrestler that got fucking Me Too'd like by a lot of fucking people, right? And that was like what the whole story was.
Yep.
I mean, are you all shocked by the guy where he makes you grab his dick and you?
Is it really? Yeah, he's like what? It was like the sleaze. What's his name? The king of
sleaze.
Yeah, like hearing that, I understand there are gimmicks. Like Undertaker's not really dead, but Joey Ryan's really a fucking pervert. Isn't he like part owner of like YouPorn or something?
No, he got sponsored, but then like it ran out. But
they were like, he's way too hardcore for them.
No, they were just like, yeah, we're like this was before, but it's just watch it, bro, because this shit had me dying. Especially like three things. I was just like, I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, guys, in TV news, where if you need more information about wrestling, you can go to the Back Rows Hecklers podcasts, and they usually
no, you can't.
No, you can't.
We haven't done shit in so long.
Sorry,
last thing we did was back in March. But hey, thank you for the plug, Doc.
You want some classic discussion about old wrestling? Check out some Back Row Hecklers.
You're right. Last thing we did, Joshua and I did a Nacho Libre watch along. So it's
Jesus
like that's
Christ.
Timeless. Yeah, that was back in March.
Fucking hold on. If you get HBO Max, we could do Ready to Rumble class.
Let's all right. Let's do it. I want to do some kind of watch along with Doc. Like all three of us do something, or bring Kennedy along. And
he doesn't watch.
Do
he's.
I'll watch whatever y'all want to watch.
He doesn't watch a lot of movies or TV.
I don't either.
Unless
I don't either.
Friends or something, then I don't know if he'd have a lot to say.
Yeah,
we could get him to do it.
And he's got a baby. And now he's got a gun.
Oh, that's what that was? I thought that was just him showing off like
No, he bought a AR-15, which I'm not going to put my weapons up on the internet so that people know what I have at my house.
Why wouldn't you? So nobody comes to your fucking house. Like,
no, that's the thing is like they know you're not home. They know you have a gun they can steal from you.
That's an odd way to look at that one, but okay.
Well, yeah.
Let's go to the guy's house that has a gun, but he's not home. That's not going to work out.
Yeah, it is because he's not home, but the gun's there. So if you need to steal a gun,
but okay. But how many times have we seen someone break into a house where they think no one's home, and the person's home? Bang!
All you got to do.
Kennedy standing in front of like in his driveway, like that white couple that was standing in front of that Black Lives Matter. His fucking Dockers and. How
do you hold a gun like this? Like she's holding the gun like so nonchalant. I'm like,
it's like a little pea shooter too. That motherfucker had like some.
Either it's not loaded or she literally is lucky she didn't shoot someone by accident. Because I'm like,
well, that's why she's got federal charges because she had her finger on the trigger and they're, So I guess they consider it intent to use is what it was.
They broke into a gated community.
Jesus.
They're putting.
Did they? Is that what happened?
Yeah, they show a pic right back. The gate was like torn down.
No, I didn't know. I know it was you could tell it was a gated community the way it looked, but I didn't. They tore it down to go in there.
The gate was brought down, and they wanted to go through. Like I was just like, why would you go through a gated community? You're just asking for trouble.
Because that's where the white people are at.
Okay.
That's where honkies live.
In TV news, Falcon and Winter Soldier will not debut on Disney Plus in August. We're in essence, we are a month away from it coming to a reason maybe I would have watched Disney Plus is now being held off. Some are speculating it's because of the delay of the Black Widow movie, which might have connected some of the things with this new series. Others said
like a 1 minute fucking scene or something.
Probably. Something to connect it. They've been like, remember when Wanda did this? Yeah. But
or maybe the Taskmaster is a bad guy in Winter Soldier.
Or maybe he's a good guy. We don't know that. Do you think they're gonna fucking just throw away that character?
Probably.
Like, I mean, they're bringing back Zemo, which was good.
Yeah, but he was arrested, so it's like, okay.
But he's coming back for this series, so maybe Zemo is in Black Widow, and that's why.
No, because Black Widow takes place before, like during Iron Man 2. Or like right after Iron Man 2. Like it's a prequel.
Yes. Well, obviously, because spoilers, she's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But like, so right. Zemo is in Civil War. Civil War takes place after.
Yeah, Civil War, yeah. No, it was Civil War.
Yeah, it was
Civil War. So Zemo was affected by the Age of Ultron accident, or rather battle.
Yes.
So...
Which I was like, how did this one guy able to move so much? Like, he's just a guy who lived in a little country.
One guy.
And his family had somehow orchestrated all this shit to uncover this secret Nazi super serum, and the Winter Soldier is somehow connected to Tony Stark's family, and he was going to use this all to fuck over a bunch of people.
Mission report. Yeah, man said it best. Crumble an empire from within, it can never get rebuilt.
Do you think when they bring Zemo back, they'll actually give him with the purple mask hood or whatever the hell he wears?
They showed him with
I hope so.
The trailer.
Yeah. Oh, did they? Okay. No, I haven't
seen it. In the Super Bowl trailer.
Okay. He should. I mean, I was surprised that he didn't have it in it, but I guess he hadn't really taken on the persona of Zemo.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, I was like, I don't think any Zemo pops up in that. If her movie takes place before the Age of Ultron, there's no reason why he should be in there.
Well, unless he's already orchestrating something, and that's...
No, because the Age of Ultron is what made him orchestrate everything. So if
okay.
Before, so it's like, I think maybe Taskmaster doesn't die in this one, and he's going to be helping Zemo.
Because again, yes, how does he move that much shit that he did, and intelligence and everything? That wouldn't make sense. And that's why we can't really show, because Taskmaster has some information, but he doesn't remember his wife.
That was a great read. So you didn't like it? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I liked it. I didn't like the whole, like, they were in Ecuador with the Hitler family and stuff. That I felt like that was just like, we don't know what to do with this third book, so we're just going to write random shit.
No, but the Hitler thing was the serum that made him him.
No, I know, but it was just, I was just fast forwarding. Sorry.
What would you think if they did an option like the way Amazon, you pay for so much for Amazon Prime where you watch your shit, but you can also rent movies or buy movies? Would, if Disney Plus did an option like that where you could, instead of or wait like 4 or 5 months, 6 months, whatever, and then it will be available, or you could buy it early so they could recoup their costs? What would you think of something like that?
That was something they were tinkering with. They was like, the COVID got so bad. COVID got so bad, they were like, well, we'll make it an in-app purchase to buy movies. Because really, if you think about it, Amazon and all these other like streaming sites, they could easily do that and be like, hey, you want to see a movie early? Just give us an extra like $5 on your.
That's plan. What Universal was doing with like the Fantastic, not Phantom, but the Fast and the Furious and Trolls and stuff. They said this is the direction and where we're gonna have to go. And depending on how our life continues on, this may be. I know theaters could be dead, in a year or so. Your AMC is not going to be around anymore. If they.
Why is it my AMC? It's everyone's AMC. You fucking douchebag.
I don't claim my AMC because they got the shitty tiny seats for my big ass, and they don't recline. Fuck the AMC.
Start doing jumping jacks without a fucking mask on, and maybe you'll slim down.
I still like.
I realize he probably Joshua probably heard that whole thing about the jumping jacks and all that from Fox 5. That's the only thing I could, I would assume.
Is that what they're talking about now with passing out with CO2 on the Fox 5? Fast and quick knowledge on the Fox 5. Dun 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 dun.
Make one fucking mistake on this show and then brand for life. Fuck both of you.
Well, apparently WandaVision is still possibility of coming in September. They think they've got everything shot. So that maybe still get released.
But that doesn't have a connection to Black Widow.
No, it doesn't. And then there's still plans for Loki, Hawkeye, and Miss Marvel in the future. But yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier is now pushed till next year. Hopefully early next year, whenever.
Speaking of Hawkeye, I just saw released today. It was just pictures of the figures in the box. But if anyone collects Marvel Legends, there's if you guys ever read the story Old Man Logan, Doc, if you haven't, I highly recommend it. It was part of a Wolverine series. It was like maybe 4 or 5 days.
Which version are you talking about? There's two.
The first one.
The very first one that was part of like the Wolverine ongoing series. Man, yeah, Mark Millar, oh my God, it was so good.
The supervillains broke up America in like 5 different parts.
Yeah, like Red Skull owned like one part and so on and so forth. And but Old Man Hawkeye was in that, and that kind of like veered off, had his own series on that. But there's a 2-pack, Marvel Legends 2-pack that is it's an Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye that these figures look unbelievable. They're gonna be like $50. You can order them now on like Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, let's do that right now. $50.
Yeah. Hey, that was my limit for you, Doc. I'll buy you a set.
No, I'm good. I don't need any Old Man Hawkeye figures. I'm good.
They look good.
Speak for yourself, Cabrón.
I got my
you want me to get you one, Josh?
I need $50 in credit for this guy.
I got my $90 Spawn coming in a couple months, so
I'm so jealous. I should have hopped on that. I should have. That's all right.
Well, the big news coming out from the Matt Reeves Batman series is the HBO Max is going to be getting a series commitment to a drama set in Gotham Police Department. It's going to be about Gotham's police department. I think this is a creative new idea that I'm surprised no one has ever done a show on.
Hey, whoa! You're stealing my joke. You're stealing my joke. This is my joke, asshole.
What were you gonna say?
This is my joke. You know it. I tagged you in it. Well, the one time you don't see anything on Twitter, huh? No fucking gift response to that, right?
So this would have aired on Fox 5, right? Your idea of this show.
Yes, piece of shit.
So I gotta hear the joke now. You gotta hear the joke. I mean, you set it up like.
No, that's the joke. Like I literally said, "Wow, they're doing a Gotham PD show before Batman ever came to be." I feel like we've seen this before.
It's said to build on the film's examination of the anatomy of corruption in Gotham City.
Jesus Christ. No wonder Marvel wins all the time.
And isn't like the Batman like supposed to be like his early years too? Except he won't be.
It's supposed to be theoretically what they said was year 2. It's the second year.
Oh, year 2. Okay. Yeah, I was just like, you guys do realize you've done a TV series.
That's what I'm saying. I think in Warner Brothers, from what we heard with Kevin Smith, it's like nobody fucking fact checks over there. They just go, yeah, yes.
This sounds like a really good idea.
This sounds like a good idea. Oh yes, big spider. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead, just do it, boss.
You know what we could do is like we could start introducing like characters before they were really connected in the Batman world. Like maybe we'll have a guy who's kind of the Joker, but not really the Joker, and then you find out his brother's the Joker, and
we could get Victor Freeze, before he became Victor Freeze, right. or the Scarecrow, or the
Scarecrow's
Whipper.
dad. Scarecrow's dad, and that's the reason he was Scarecrow. And let's make sure we get 3 different Ivies too, like before. Just keep changing that chick out because we're not sure what we're going to do.
And a different Catwoman too,
No, Catwoman's the same one. I think went all the way through.
No, they changed her at the end.
At the end, why to age her up or something?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking A. Now, this is why they can't keep DC Unlimited app. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's DC Universe app, but not okay.
Oh, Universe. Sorry, not Unlimited. Yeah, DC Universe, which is continuing to lose. Not lose, they say, but Harley Quinn's going to be starting up in August. Most of the movies are going to be heading over there. Yeah, that app is dead.
I hear Harley Quinn is like the reason, besides the comics, to have that DC Unlimited app or whatever it's called, DC Universe app.
Now you just go to HBO Max.
Oh, it's on there? Okay.
Well, it's not on. No, it's going to be on there in August. Okay. The weird part is they were thinking of putting it on Sci-Fi, but they would have to chop out a lot for Sci-Fi.
Yeah, and I hear that that's like really the appeal, and like I've seen like bits and pieces. That
so they don't bleep, they don't bleep out the curses and they show titties and shit.
Well, they don't show titties, no, but they definitely, it's very violent in a lot of language.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need to watch
the only word that ever got censored is cunt. That is the only word that got censored. It's cunt.
Okay.
But I think it's a joke on how some reason in America cunt is such an offensive word, I guess.
But in England,
it's you can call anybody a cunt. Have you guys read?
What do you think?
Oh, everything. Yes.
No, what do you think? DC Universe just like becomes like Marvel Unlimited, just straight comics?
I think so. It's still cheaper than the Marvel Unlimited. I think.
Not really. You pay what, $60 for the year?
Well, that's for the year, but don't they charge like $9 normally if you do it monthly?
I mean, but who's doing that? You know.
No, I know. Yeah, just do $60 and knock it all out. And it's like the DC Universe is $7-8, I think. And you get
$7.99 a month.
Yeah, and you get some pretty decent programming and some old classic movies and TV shows.
Yeah, but the thing that makes me laugh is like DC Universe was actually like they had like a weekly news update program. They had so much content on there. And I'm like, why did this fail? Like they would tell you, hey, listen, read this comic book. There was like a weekly comic book show.
Oh yeah.
They have a community. Like they don't have that in Marvel Unlimited. Like where people could talk about comics and stuff like that. They have their own little community.
Oh yeah, they do have like a chat where you can discuss. I mean, because that's what Reddit's for. Like if you're looking for decent Marvel titles, you on Reddit, and they actually do a weekly. This is our readers club, and this is what you all should be checking out, and they vote on it and everything.
And then there was a fucking there's a rewards program in fucking.
They both have a rewards program now too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing with DC, like I was really tempted to get it, and I think I may have had it for like a limited time, but it's like I heard great things about Swamp Thing, but then it's like boom, they just quit. They just canceled it. Then I heard great things about Titans, and I heard that after like 2 seasons, boom, it's just over. And it's like
no, it's not over.
No, it's not. It's not.
Is it not over?
Nope.
So Swamp Thing was the only one that
Swamp Thing got messed up because somebody didn't sign something correctly in North Carolina, so they didn't get their tax money. And that
was New Orleans.
No, they shot North Carolina. It looked like New Orleans, but they shot North Carolina. And they didn't get the credit they were thinking they were going to get, and so they were like, "Yeah, we'll just cancel everything."
What the fuck, man? Why not just shoot at a different location then? Because I've heard nothing but good things. And it's like, that's one reason, like, there have been shows I've wanted to watch, but then I hear, like, Dexter was supposed to be one of them, but it's like, Dexter was supposed to be great, and then the last season's total shit. And it's like, why the fuck am I going to waste my time watching it? Or it's like, certain shows like that, it's like supposed to be great, but if it just, like, I know it's just going to end abruptly or whatever, like, what the fuck, man? Like,
I don't think, like, the problem with Dexter is, it didn't end abruptly. It's just they knew going in it was going to be the last season, and they just was like,
they just hot shot and everything.
They just the way you wanted the character to like get like you didn't get what you wanted with that character. It's kind of like that. Like I feel like you could still watch it, but just know like, oh man, you're gonna make fun of that last 5 seconds of the last episode.
But very rarely has any show ended and people were happy with the way it ended.
That's true.
Breaking
Bad was pretty good.
But you know,
Breaking Bad didn't really officially end. They had to do a tag along.
Yeah, because people wanted to know what happened to fucking Jesse, you know?
Why can't they just use their imagination of what happened to Jesse?
I mean, why do people want to make money? I don't know what to tell you. They did a good job. El Camino wasn't bad. I mean,
except
but,
you bring fat Matt Damon, and he was really fat and didn't look like that at the end of last season.
That was weird. That was you're absolutely right on that, Doc. That was really weird, man.
Listen. Maybe he was fat during that period of time in which he was holding Jesse hostage.
He was eating Jesse's food and his own food.
Yeah.
He was starving him out. There you go.
He got high in his own supply with the fucking the blue shit, whatever the fuck it was. True,
but that wouldn't want to make him eat. He would think he would just
But I think you should give it a gander. I think you'll appreciate Dexter if you watch it, even though it's really just that last fucking 5 seconds people are upset about.
Well, really, with Dexter, you can virtually just end it season 3 and you're fine. Because I think
mean that's what happened with the books, right? He stopped writing the books after 3.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, after the Trinity Killer, I think you're fine because then he's got to deal with like I got a baby and I got to do this all on my own.
Because I think because they kind of like delayed certain stuff, but in the books that happens and he has to raise those kids and he's raising them to be the new Dexters in the books, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't feel like he was raising those kids. He was worried about his own son becoming a serial killer. Sorry, class. Yeah, but probably spoiling.
Sorry, I'll probably never watch it.
But those kids, but he in the books, if I'm not mistaken, he noticed the boy and the girl like are trying to be like him. Like he raises them to be like him.
Yeah, they didn't really. I don't think it really touched on that with the show. But I think you can end it season 3.
There was a cult in the books too.
Was there?
Yeah, that was Dexter. I think it was called Scanner Dexter or something like that. That's what the title of the book was called.
Interesting.
Well, like that was kind of my complaint with like one reason why I didn't get on like the DC Unlimited because like I just heard that with the shows and maybe it's just Swamp Thing. Maybe I should just like overlook that, enjoy what they gave us of Swamp Thing, and then move on to things like because I've heard Titans is unbelievable.
Yeah. No, Titan Doom Patrol is probably the best. And then Harley Quinn, okay. And then Titans. I never got into God. What was the Young Justice? Never got into that series, but I heard
that Clash. You'll fucking like that. That's like an adult kids cartoon.
Okay.
It used to be on Cartoon Network, but they didn't sell enough action figures, so Cartoon Network was like, we're done.
Yeah, no, that was that's basically along the lines of like Batman the Animated Adventures. They did that shit real fucking good.
Okay.
I think my problem is I can't. A lot of the characters I don't identify with or know that well, so I'm having a hard time coming along with them.
I feel that way about Doom Patrol because I'm not familiar with Doom Patrol. Did you read the comic, Doc?
I read
Gerard Way.
I did read Gerard Way. I tried reading the original one. They're harder to read.
But maybe that'll be okay. Me going in like completely blind, not knowing anything about it.
I would say watch the episode they get introduced in on Titans, and then watch the first because it's actually.
Okay. I'll sign up for it tonight. I'll sign up for it tonight then.
Here's the weird part about the
show. I'll give my review.
The Titans episode that kind of introduced Doom Patrol. I think like they did that episode and then they were like, we could do something with these characters, but they changed out some of the actors.
It's just one actor. It's just
they changed out 2 actors because Cliff Steele was not done by Brendan Fraser in the first Titans episode.
Yeah, it was.
No, I don't think it was. And then Niles is definitely a different person.
No, Niles is a different guy. It's Brendan Fraser.
Are you sure?
I put money on it because they were going to do Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol was announced prior to Titans. They were like, we're going to do Doom Patrol. You can look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
Go ahead.
Don't challenge me. I'll get on here. And but no, it's just that's a cute little kitty cat, and it's gone.
Hey, thanks. That's maybe, and it's gone.
Her?
I held up my cat. Maybe's hanging out with me. There she is.
That's not the right.
No, it's a different character there, buddy.
Are you saying voice?
To what?
Are you looking at voice or person portraying him? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm looking at voice.
Here you go, Joshua. That's for you, buddy.
So that's my boo.
You all have a discussion here.
All right, there's mine.
Oh yeah, they say Brendan Fraser did it, or was it?
That should have been my background.
There was I think another actor was different in it though.
It was the actor who played Negative Man. It was a black guy on it that was doing
okay.
But then they changed it to somebody else. But that I knew it was it's Brendan Fraser's voice. Like it's so fucking recognizable.
Brendan Fraser's voice. Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
But yeah, but you'll like it, Class. He's fucking hilarious in the first episode.
I'll check it out.
Awesome.
It's very, very absurd, is what it is. Like it's not your average superhero show.
Like when they went to deal with the Hitler Youth, that fucking episode was the best episode.
Like there's an episode where they get swallowed up by a goat and then get shit out its ass to escape it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sold.
They deal with a sex demon who brings sex ghost to the mansion one point.
I wouldn't mind getting home for that.
There was
you see titties in the first episode.
Oh yeah, you've seen it a couple times in the episode. Yeah, Cliff likes having
really.
Yep.
Dude, that was one thing about Watchmen that I thought was so fucking cool, man. Like being a comic book fan, always like everyone has their favorites, man.
You like Manhattan Penis is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, seeing a big gooseneck HJ, gooseneck HJ on that dude. No, seeing fucking what's his name, Star Sapphire, whatever that chick's name from I forgot what her name was from Watchmen.
Dude, where's my car?
Getting her, like seeing a superhero like chick get out of her costume and get naked. It was like, fuck.
You was playing pocket pool in the movie theater?
Nah, I just whipped it out and started fucking giving myself a gooseneck HJ.
Slap.
Are you talking about?
I'm so far away from being able to do that.
You're talking about Silk Spectre, aren't you?
Silk Spectre, that's what I said. Yeah, or that's what I meant.
Starfire's on.
What's that song?
I would like to see her. Yeah, they played in the fucking played that fucking Hallelujah song.
You catch a hard on every time you hear that.
You know that song is about like I've always heard that song isn't like some people say like it's a religious song and all that. If you listen to it, it's apparently about like getting a good
raped?
nut. No, about getting a good fucking nut. Like there is like listen to like I think it's a second verse and it's talking about the way this chick's like cutting his hair and pulled it and then they both screamed hallelujah and like yeah, it's about fucking. Listen to the words, man. Listen to the words.
I thought he was being held hostage.
No. He's getting his.
Well, finally talking about TV and comic books, Robert Kirkman's Invincible, which is going to be an 8-episode animated series on, I think, Amazon. Yeah, Amazon Prime. They just listed a bunch of the voice actors. Steven Yeun was the first one who's going to be playing Invincible. I guess J.K. Simmons is going to be playing his dad.
Okay.
Zachary Quinto is going to be playing robots. If you've not read Invincible, I know these names will mean nothing to you. Seth Rogen is Alan. Jillian Jacobs from Community is Adam Eve. Zazie Beetz is Amber Bennett. Mark Hamill as Art. Walter Goggins, who you may have seen from The Shield and Community. The Cecil Stedman.
Vice Principals.
No, Vice Principals also. Yes, that is correct. And Justified.
I love that guy. He's the best actor in the world.
This is going to be, I don't know when they're supposed to be releasing this.
I feel like this fucking this was like supposed to be done like 10 years ago.
I thought Chow was supposed to be done like a while ago. I don't know what's going on.
Because I remember MTV was like, we're going to make this into an animated series. And I was like,
oh, no.
Because the premise was so good. I was like, I never read the comic book. I know the premise. And I was like, fuck, this would be a really cool comic book to see animated. But they never did it.
Don't put on MTV.
Like, this is... No, it was supposed... I think if you look it up, MTV was supposed to make it.
Really? I thought that. I thought Amazon, but maybe that was right before Amazon was getting big into it.
How long was this? This comic was like almost 20 years old, right?
No. Maybe about 10 years, I would say.
Nah, I feel like Invincible.
He
was
did
like,
this after Walking Dead. Well, I mean, not like while he was working on The Walking Dead.
Right. Walking Dead came out in what, 2002? I think 2001, something like that.
So, bro, like almost fucking 20. Yeah, we're in 2020.
Maybe like 15
almost.
years ago. I think 10, 15 years ago. I don't know.
If it's 2001, if it's 19 years or it's 20 years, if it came out in 2001.
That's when Walking Dead came out.
2003, Invincible came out.
Okay, so it's fucking almost 20 years old.
Wow, it really is. It's crazy. Hey, speaking of Walking Dead, I picked this up. I haven't read it yet. It's called Negan Lives. It's a one shot. I believe it's a one shot.
He's dead.
But it's in the comics he's alive still. Well, unless he dies in this.
Not at the end. But everybody dies. Everybody dies at the end.
No, if you go back and read, did you read that Walking Dead where Carl was old?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah. And on that one, he goes to Negan's house and knocks on the door, and Negan never answers. Negan's
yeah. I thought he passed away with
he
age.
may have. I guess they but I haven't read this yet, but I think that just came out this past week, maybe the week before.
Yeah.
But one book that I did read is it's called Deceased, Dead Planet. Mm-hmm. It's another ongoing series I've talked about, or a mini series. I've talked about the Deceased titles quite a bit on this show before. This is really fucking good, man. They're keeping up with this. This is basically at the end of Deceased, like a handful of people dip out of like the planet, whatever they're on. Spoiler alert, sorry. Hey. And they go to it, and so this is in the future. And there's more shit that they have to deal with on this new planet. So it's when they go to visit the dead planet.
Apparently, the writer, I was reading on his Twitter, he was just like, he wasn't. They were like, "Hey, do you want to do a zombie DC title?" And he was just like, "Well, not really."
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't interested in doing a zombie DC title. And
Marvel did that.
Taylor.
Like,
yeah, and they were like, all of a sudden they were like, "This is blown up a lot bigger than we were expecting it to be." But yeah, he didn't really give a fuck.
One of the best titles I've read, like this whole series, has just been. I can't put it over enough.
My DC app, it's only the first 3 issues from what you recommended, so I'm just waiting for it to all load up so I can read it.
Read it. I've picked up a few books, man. Again, I'm behind on it, but it's fucking really good, man. I've been picking up Batman. I picked up.
You talking to the cat, fucking Martin?
Talking to you. Do you need a link?
No. Okay. No. I like having my stuff. I started reading that too.
Death Metal.
Yeah, the Marvel Dark Knights, the metal and shit like that. That's actually really fucking good. I've been enjoying
I tried
that.
to read the Joker the Batman that laughs, and I actually got on there and was scathing Snyder. And I was like, who the fuck picked your font? Because you don't do a scribbly old red font, and it's hard to fucking read. Like, maybe it does better. Maybe no. Red font is horrible. Fuck you, Joshua.
How about you actually get it instead of going to those sites?
No, it's on the DC universe, and it's also on the Hoopla. So I use my correct sites.
There you go. You know what, man? The Batman Who Laughs has like one of the dopest origin stories ever. And I just think that is like a villain that like so quickly like it's been a while since like someone new in like the DC universe, in my opinion, has been introduced and like has made an impact. And I think the Batman Who Laughs is fucking awesome, man. Like, it's a very cool concept where it was, that in another one of the worlds, Batman and Joker are fucking each other up, and or Batman's fucking up Joker, and then I guess Joker ends up. I don't remember if Joker kills himself or Batman kills him, but then Joker emits this gas.
Yes, he gets the gas, and then he turns into it. Yeah, and then you also have the other Batman that hunts them down and kills them.
Yeah,
going to every Batman in the universe to hunt him down and kill him.
Yeah, dude.
I'm looking forward to finishing this up and reading it.
Dude, so I tried reading what was it, Metal? Was that the first one?
Yeah, Metal.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
Death Metal. Man, that was hard to read because that was some confusing shit at first.
Was it not? Yeah.
I need to go back and read some of that. But
there's a lot of lore going on in that one.
There is a lot of lore going on. I agree with that. It wasn't as confusing. I'm sorry?
Did you read it like just the metal, or did you read the tie-ins?
I didn't read any of the tie-ins.
Oh, so
maybe that's what I need to do.
I'm reading it in chronological order with the tie-ins. So like I had to read like 3 prequels, then Metal 1, then I got to read like 2 other shit, and then like there's Metal number 2, Metal 3, and then there's like a whole other shit. And I have a list and everything. So I'm like, oh fuck, everything. It's just so fucking good. Like I was like, I didn't want to put it down, but my laundry is done. I was like, fuck, I gotta, But I was like, because my friend recommended
my laundry was done.
Yeah, and I was just like, fuck, this is really fucking good. Like this story is just flowing so good, and like the Joker's like telling them, I know what's going on, la la la, and the fucking Green Lantern's like, fuck. I was just going, wow, this is really well written, And
the art by someone I know you're a big fan of, Dot Grecopulo. Mm-hmm. So for people who just enjoy art like that, it's fucking. I love his shit.
He's bringing back the Creech.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be coming back soon.
Very cool. So by getting DC Unlimited or whatever the shit's called,
Universe,
DC Universe, I will have access to like all those tie-ins if I want and all that.
Yeah,
like I can read these comics. How often after like new books come out that I would have to wait?
I don't know how long has DC been out, because issue 3 is available to download.
DC's been out for like a year, maybe.
Okay, so it's like with Marvel Unlimited, it's like 6 months.
Okay.
But there's so much, like they tell, like if you go to the event, it gives you most of the tie-ins. I'll go online to cross-check and see what I'm supposed to get, what I'm not supposed to get. But it's so well. Like I said, this is a really good app, and any comic book fan should have it because you have everything at your disposal. Like they'll have spotlights on characters. I know Doom Patrol has like a couple of tabs. They actually talk about his daughter, Doc. I forgot her name. So like it's actually really good, and I think you'll enjoy. I'm surprised you don't have it. Like,
you know what? I'll get it right now. DC Unlimited.
Yes.
DC
Universe.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, let's move on. Well, we're going to move on to video game news, and I know the biggest news coming out that will affect our own Chris Class. EA will be removing the Washington football team's name in Madden 2021.
Yeah. I wonder how he feels about that.
Yeah, how do you feel? You are a fan of the former Redskins name.
Yeah, well, I'm not necessarily a fan of their name, but like growing up, being originally from DC, I've I heard about they've been bitching about Redskins the name for ages, and it's like I'm surprised Daniel Snyder. I guess with everything going on, he's like, all right, fuck it, I tap out. And it's like, all right, that's fine. If it's people really getting upset about it, then it's fine. Let's just change the name.
Have you heard?
I've almost been looking for. I have a suggestion that I think would be the shit. The Washington Wolfpack, because you could imagine when they come out, you play the old, doom 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 doom, the WCW Wolfpack music. Have the howling. My the school I went to, they were called the Wolfpack. I was like, dude, that would I would stay a Washington fan if that's the case.
Peter's gonna get in their ass.
They may. You can never make anyone happy. So then I was like, okay, this is kind of my search for a new team at this point. Then I was like, all right, I'm live near close enough to Louisville, and being from Maryland, I could go right to the Ravens and Lamar and all that. But I don't want to be like that bandwagon jumper or anything like that. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I need to find a new team. Depending on what they're going to call the Redskins, because
the team's name was going to be a factor in team. Even though you've been a fan.
Hey man, I was a fan of the Redskins. So you know what? A lot of teams, whenever they move cities, people in Oakland are going to be like, man, fuck the Las Vegas Raiders, because they're so used to being like the Oakland Raiders and all this. Same with the Rams. Like a lot of St. Louis Rams fans, when they moved to Los Angeles, they were like, man, fuck those guys. They left our town.
This team's not moving. They're just changing the name, though. So.
Yeah, man. Maybe I'm just looking for an excuse, because for fucking 43 years I've been a fan. And we've gotten 3 titles. So, 3 Super Bowl rings, I'm cool with that. And not a lot of other teams have done that. But man, we've eaten so much shit for so many years that I'm just like, maybe this is just my excuse to fucking bail. Hey, Doc, maybe I'll be an Atlanta Falcons fan, buddy.
You don't want that hell upon you.
The rumor is the reason why they want to change the name is because they knew that story was going to come out about the sexual misconduct.
Snyder?
That was that was the rumor. There's like, oh, the reason why they did that was because they didn't want people to just ignore the fact that story was coming out.
But you got to think about it. That's going to be a very expensive change of everything that they have to do. All the marketing material, all your uniforms, and then to get it. I mean, like, are they going to be the Redskins this year?
No. They'll just be
Washington.
Yeah,
so
that
means
something.
Yeah.
But that means you got to change. Like I would assume you would have a name by now if you're going to be making all this stuff.
They just have to figure it out. You know what the fucked up thing is? The person that made that fucking design is an actual Indian.
A Native American.
Native
or
American.
Is he Indian? I don't know. Is he Indian?
And he was like, yo, I was like, I don't give a shit about them changing the name, but them getting rid of that is kind of like disgraceful because, our people were proud of that design. And like, I didn't even know that. Like fucking when you guys won in the 80s, there were like actual fucking Native Americans like celebrating.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
yeah.
They're like, so are the actual Native Americans upset about this name?
I think there was a small handful that were like, it's always a squeaky wheel. What is it? Gets the grease or whatever.
Yeah,
and
it's
that small. What is it? What's the term?
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Yeah. It's white women. White women are they're offended by everything.
Yeah, they are. Dude. They
everything.
are fucking the Washington Karens. Maybe we just go by that. We just.
I say just call them the Washington Generals and call it a day.
Yeah, maybe we'll be the Generals. Like
the Washington Generals. That was the ABA team, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there's the Wizards, the Capitals, the Nationals.
Keep it like the Wizards are the only one that's like out of place.
Yeah, it is.
Not,
right.
That's because they used to be the Bullets.
Yeah, that's more in line, right? Washington Bullet, Washington fucking Capitals, Washington fucking Redskins. Like everything made sense, but fucking just call them the Washington Generals. Like General Washington Generals. Call it a day.
That would make sense.
No, bad idea.
I'm going for
Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Fucking Rey Mysterio's gonna come out with his horns.
So how do they do the eyeball thing with that thing? With Rey Mysterio?
I don't fucking know. He put his head into the stair the same way because going into the match, Seth Rollins pushed his eye into the stairs. He did the same exact thing, and then the eye just like popped out. And he's like,
now, does he have like a glass eye or something, or like
no.
Okay, no, I understand. Like I thought it was so bullshit, and we're talking about with the WWE had an eye for an eye, where they were saying, really, that's the only way this match is going to end if the opponent has to tear the other one's eye out. And I was like, yes, because that makes about as much sense as God being Vince McMahon's tag team partner here in Lexington, Kentucky. But the one thing is
that happened?
Yes, and the commission said if God did show up, they were going to shut down the WWE because he was not actually licensed to wrestle. So
why am I hearing about this for the first time in my life? What?
Because I'm not on the show. I can't fill you in with all the news and tidbits that I've known.
This is like tidbit of information. All the useless information you give me in this one is like the one you hold to the chest. What the fuck, Doc?
No, the funny thing is the commission did say they were like, if God does show up, we're gonna shut the show down because he's not licensed.
They know?
They did. They did.
Because you have to be licensed in Kentucky to wrestle, and if God showed up to wrestle with Vince, that they were getting shut down.
Jesus Christ! You know what, man?
I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
Well, to continue on.
A fucked up place, man.
No, you think?
The more and more I find out about shit, I'm like, God damn.
Don't worry, you go north or south to Indiana or Tennessee, and it gets worse. It just gets worse.
I heard the horror stories in Indiana, bro.
Tennessee is also bad too. We were talking about the Old Guard, and apparently they have a video game that during, and no, it's over now, July 17th through the 19th, you could win what they consider a immortal subscription. I think it was 83 years of Netflix, but you had to beat everyone and be number one by the end of the week to play the video game.
Nobody won.
Somebody had to win. Somebody had to win, but
I didn't even see this promotion. Like
I didn't. No, I didn't see it either. Like,
yeah, so
nobody was really promoting it or anything like that.
yeah, so that's how nobody wins. Nobody knows about the promotion.
That's how you say.
Like, funny story at work. They were like, "Oh, they're giving out free trips to wherever you want in the world at the job." Oh, nobody told us. They sent it to the work email. Well, how the fuck was I supposed to know? You got to check the email. Like,
You don't check your email?
I didn't care, but the girl that was telling us was complaining, and they were like, she's like, "Oh, why didn't they tell us to check our emails?" It's like, it's not their job to tell you to check you're supposed to check it regardless.
Well, that's true.
Like, so it's
Also,
like, oh,
why do you all need to be going anywhere during this pandemic?
I don't know. She was just like, we were just listening to the story and nodding our heads. But when she was like, "Oh, they were supposed to tell us about this promotion," I'm like, did they send it to the email? Yeah, then they told us. Oh, but they're supposed to tell us to check our emails. Like, no, they're not. Like, it was like a really dumb conversation. We're just like, what? So, nobody knows about the game.
No, it's over now. So you can't be number one. Maybe somebody did.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out.
In Xbox news, coming up in September, xCloud will be allowing you to stream on your Android, your iPad, any device that you may have, and it will be along with your Game Pass Ultimate members. Will be able to utilize it to stream to their
Xbox Gold is going to be for free.
Well, apparently the 12-month subscription Xbox Gold is going away, so you will not be able to buy those passes. They're dying.
Yeah, because they're going to make it for free.
But if you don't know
what heard, I'm sorry, Doc. Go ahead, buddy.
No, you were saying something.
Oh, have you heard that like some of these new Xbox, and maybe it's the same with the PlayStations that are going to be coming out, there's going to be an option to get it without a disc drive? So everything can just be digital. I just heard about that.
Joshua hates that idea. He loves holding that game in his hand, the smell of it, the reading the manual of the book as he walks from the subway to his house. What does it see? Look, he's got the how is that game anyway?
Yeah.
Let me bring you up here.
I have not played it. I'm still on fucking The Last of Us 2.
I thought you were done with The Last of Us. Were you trying to platinum Last of Us or something? You're that guy.
Yeah, I am that guy.
All right.
But if you want to know, I've heard great things about the Ghost game. I don't know how to say the last part, so I call it the Ghost game. So I'm looking forward to playing. I should start playing it this weekend.
I just keep seeing the memes of the shitty Mongolians from South Park. They just keep complaining about them. I guess you're fighting Mongolians there in that game.
I didn't even know that. I know you fight animals and they can kill you like in 2 hits.
It looks pretty from what I've seen of the game. But
that's what I've heard too. I honestly thought this was like Sekiro, but apparently it's more of like Samurai meet Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, my friend told me that. I was like, oh, I'll buy now.
A little more open world and everything.
Yeah, but he's like, it's really good. And I was like, all right, I'll get it. So I got it.
And again, if you're interested in knowing what xCloud is, it'll allow you to stream your Xbox content to, again, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android. They're already selling devices so that you can actually, one company I've pre-ordered it on Amazon. It's like a little mini Xbox controller that has a hookup, so you can just plug in and it automatically. Because my biggest issue is you connect it through your Bluetooth device, your gaming controller, and then you have to reset it every time you go switch it, so which seems very annoying. To me, it does. That's just how I am.
Are you gonna come? September, November, whenever the new consoles drop, you going to Xbox? Sticking with Xbox, Doc?
I use the Xbox a lot more than I have not played my PS4 since finished Spider-Man. I actually never even finished the 3rd DLC of the Spider-Man. So
so you actually have both?
I do have both.
Okay, but you lean towards more Xbox.
I've been an Xbox person. Well, I mean, I've got the original PS and all that, but I've had Xbox through all its run.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I don't have is a PS3, maybe. Yeah, I don't think I have a PS3. I have a PS2, PS4.
Nice.
I don't know if I need a PS5.
I mean, well, what's the point when like you'll get more games on the PS5 than you do Xbox?
How will I get more games on the PS5?
Because Xbox is not doing any exclusives for like the first 2 years. They said.
But what games am I going to be? Because I would assume my PS4 are going to be able to play the new Spider-Man game, that Miles Morales game. So
I mean, in theory, I hope so because they said it was supposed to be DLC, and they just didn't add it. They were like, we'll hold on this for PS5. So, but I'm just saying, like, what do you do when a new system comes out? And they're like, yeah, whatever games come out for that system, you can get on this system.
It all depends.
You're just not gonna get.
But
you're not gonna get exclusive stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I like because Xbox. There's not many exclusive games, and I'm like, I'm bored with Halo. I'm bored with Gears of War. So there's not
bored of Overwatch.
No, and Overwatch will be on any of the systems. So that's only when I'm fully concentrating on what I'm doing, and it's only when I play Moira and I'm in the middle of a major battle, and I look up and I see Joshua dying, and I'm just like, oh, Lord.
I told you I suck at those games. I was like, yo.
You're fun to play with and hang out.
Of course, because, I like, hey, fuck it. It's a fun game to play with you.
Yeah. He's making fun of the way I Now you understand why I don't go on team chat with anybody else. I'll be like, what's going on?
Oh, has anybody ever said anything to you?
No, nobody's ever said anything. But I don't do team chat, really. So I only put on headphones when I play with friends.
Unless, like, you do that with someone you don't know, and if they don't say anything, you're good. But that shit is hilarious to me.
It is.
That is the best.
It's
the best fucking thing.
Me concentrating, just breathing out. I didn't really realize I did it until
Is that what he does? Is that what he does?
Yeah. Yo, you'll be playing, right? And he'd be like, all right, Josh, you got to get to the point. I'm like, all right. And he'll just, and then for like a good 5 seconds, you hear.
That means I am trying to stay alive, and I'm trying everything I can not to die, and I'm moving my character all over the place. That's why I'm fully concentrating.
Like, 2 things with my fucking dog is that, and him just criticizing player. What are you picking that for? You're not even using them right. It's just like the greatest thing ever.
Why is the Sombra leaving her little thing back at the point? That doesn't matter. Why is nobody on the point?
Yeah, the point? Nobody's on the point. You're a fucking healer. Why are you trying to attack?
Why is that Widow? That Widow can't shoot anything. Why do we have no tanks? Fuck it, I'll go tank.
I see you guys playing in a party so much. I'm all right. I already bought DC Universe or whatever that shit is. I'm gonna have to buy whatever this shit is, so we can just to play with y'all, man, because I need to hear Doc hyperventilating.
The fun part about Overwatch is there's so many different type of characters that you can, like Joshua loves the gay Soldier 76. And
why do you have to add that part? Why do you have to add that part?
That's part of his lore. Is he's gay? He is.
I would have never known that. I didn't even know the Australian chick was gay until you told me.
No, the British chick, Tracer.
I thought she was Australian.
No, she's British.
Hold on, she's gay. The little orange hair, like
yeah. She's
the one on the cover.
Like Doc.
The what?
Okay. And she kind of has you and her kind of have similar like hair there.
Oh, with a little bit. Yes, yeah. Except she's way faster than I am.
Yeah, well, I bet you could do 25 jumping jacks, though, Doc. I have faith in you.
Over a few days, yes.
I mean, I didn't say consecutively. I'm just saying.
Oh no. Give some time, breaks, some water, take the mask down. Yeah, no, definitely
take a mask down.
But no, there's multiple different types of characters. So if you like being a healer, if you like being a tank, you like being just a person who likes to shoot up like Joshua does, which actually he's doing way better with the Hanzo character than he does with the Soldier. Yeah, he except for his ult, he drills people.
Sounds like it.
He does.
Well, when I'm playing as Soldier 76.
The Soldier 76, he tears him up. When he's got his ult, he tears him up. Yeah.
I need something because all I'm playing is fucking Warzone.
Call of Duty, yeah. Like every time I got Netflix, Hulu, or Call of Duty, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
YouTube. Yeah. Every now and then I'll throw on like Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale. I'll throw on some of those some of that shit, but it's like
I gotta fucking buy. I finished the first part, but I never put the other parts on there.
It was free, I think, or maybe it was on sale one day, and I ended up like I have all the stories. And dude, I'm a fan of the Telltale games. I like them. I didn't like the second Walking Dead that much. That first one was
nobody did.
Dude, that first series of Walking Dead, the Telltale game.
That shit was deep, right?
That was one of the games that ever made me cry at the end. I was like, oh,
dude, how sad was that, man? Right?
Gut punch. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I got that on the Vita. I should finish that one.
Man, have you never finished it, Joshua?
Nah, I stopped. I think.
I didn't finish Clementine's run when she's older.
I didn't do that either.
I think we're in the middle of the woods, and I'm with the white guy, and we got to do something. I think I'm.
Wow, that's pretty much every episode of that game. In the middle of the woods with a white guy. Probably got There's zombies in this one too.
We went to the hotel, and then Glenn is telling me something, and it's like, "Yo, go out."
Oh yeah, you're still on the first game. You saw Glenn.
Yeah, that's
the only time you see him.
One.
Yeah,
that's Glenn from.
No, don't you see him in the store and then in the hotel?
No, I mean that's the first game. Like the second game, I don't think Glenn shows up.
Oh, I don't fucking care about that. I didn't even start.
Okay. All right. Now the hotel, I think, is towards the end.
Yeah, so I think I'm towards the end.
Yeah.
Because I remember stopping with the white guy, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna die. So.
Yeah, because there's that high school kid at the hotel and some chick, and I forgot. It's been so long. But great game.
Well, that will then bring the show to a close because we always have to end on whatever randomness Josh was talking about. But class, what'd you learn this week?
What did I learn this week? I learned that I should have upped my $50 limit for you, Doc, to $90.
No, you're fine.
But buddy, I
I would have felt really obligated to figure out I'm giving him this $10-$15. No, it's probably $20.
It's not about that. If I buy something or give someone something, I don't expect anything. It's a gift. That's why they call it gifts, buddy. I need to get your address, and I'll send you the screenplay of Clerks 2 signed by Kevin Smith.
That's awesome.
And, I may. I don't know. I think everything else I have is more Tell 'em Steve Dave related. So it's.
Oh yeah, I'm not an ant.
Tell him Steve Dave.
Not an ant. So.
Well, that'll go really well with my Shaun of the Dead script. Stacy got for me for Christmas. It's got Edgar Wright and
nice.
and Nick Frost and all them signed. So
excellent.
I'm assuming it's real. I don't know, but oh well.
It is. It's definitely
No, I'm not saying you're one. I obviously signed it. I'm talking about my Shaun of the Dead, but I'm taking it. Okay. So yes, Josh, what would you learn this week?
Well, Doc, I've learned that people who think Kanye West is of competent mind are dumb. That's it.
You just learned that this week?
No, it's just people are like, oh, why are you promoting? Why is everyone supporting Kanye West? I'm like, because they're morons. That's why. So, why are we all shocked here? Why? And you know what the fucked up thing is? Dave Chappelle's hanging out with him right now.
Is he? Why?
Because he just, he's like, oh, they came to see if I was okay. And I'm like, none of these people came with a doctor?
Well, I mean, Harriet Tubman did just pretty much take the black people to white people to give them jobs. And then
I don't know. Was that in the movie? I got to watch the movie.
Here now, you got a job with the white man.
Let's just hope this train wreck gets even bigger so we can all laugh.
It has been. It gets better every year with him.
South Park got a year's worth of material with this.
I don't think they're gonna. I think it's too easy for them now. They wouldn't touch. That's why they did the fish sticks joke, because they felt like he would be the only one that would just not understand that it was a joke. And then they were correct. He didn't get it was a joke.
Listen, I just hope they do more with Kanye.
I learned that if class decides he's going to give you a gift, that he needs to maybe decide on what he's going to do before he announces a gift, so that it doesn't change mid conversation if he's really going to do this, and then
I don't do that.
Racist terms by other people on what type of giver is.
Whoa. I never heard Indian giver being a racist terms. What is this, an episode of Seinfeld? Oh.
Well, I had, I mean, everyone knows my situation where I'm living, but I had, I'd brought things over.
Yeah, we know because we see it. We see The
I know.
Like,
I know. You guys are going on this adventure with me. No. It has been a secret for a long time.
Do you have room to put that Scott Pilgrim poster up anywhere? Because I'm just
but
I have nothing but room.
Hold
on. Let me cut to that. Go show them again.
This is a bedroom that has not been used.
Yeah, see,
this is probably the third time I've been in this bedroom since March, since I moved here.
Yo, you know what
I usually stay in the Scott Pilgrim apartment area.
Yeah, like the fucked up thing is though, people be like, "Yo, class, can I crash at your house? I know you got space, motherfucker."
I got more than enough room, man. I called this place the COVID Inn at first because I was isolated, so I was like, "Yeah, man, I got two empty rooms."
I go back to fucking Kentucky. I'm like, "Yo, baby, I got a place in Indiana if you want to hang out."
you gotta just leave the door open, or bring a friend so I can at least watch.
You lose them?
Absolutely, man.
You all right there, Joshua? Fell out of your chair.
Yeah, my iPad fell out of the.
I thought you fell out of your chair. You were laughing so hard.
No.
We can't tell because you got the background, so all of a sudden you just dropped out of the shot.
We just see Doom.
Dr. Doom forced me to fall down.
Well
then, class, how can we learn more about you?
Instagram, Twitter, Chris Class BRH, and that's about it. Until we do like another back row hecklers, like that's about it, man. Or what? I'm on Xbox. Nah, I won't take your fucking forever.
No, he doesn't. We barely got on his for that. So, Joshua, where can we learn more about you?
If you want to hear me bitch and moan about video games and Kanye West going crazy or LeBron James playing basketball, you can follow me on Twitter at Green-Eyed Bebop. And if you want to see me post pictures about random shit or things I cook, just follow me at Green-Eyed Bebop on Instagram as well.
You won't be seeing any more dogs on there for now.
Yeah, that fucked me up, man. I was a little bummed out because I was supposed to dog sit him next month, and she just was like, "Yeah, I found him a new home, so it is what it is." And I was just like,
Why didn't you take him?
I wanted to, and then my grandmother, after we lost our dog, my grandmother's like, "I don't want dogs," but then she's like, "Maybe we could take care of the dog." And then COVID happened, and all this shit. She was just like flip flopping, and I was like, "Do you want the dog to come over here for a week so you can see how it is?" And she's like, "Nope." And I was like, "All right." And
I mean, you should have. I mean, the dog's not carrying COVID, but that would have been nice because then if you connected with the dog, you could have been like, "I'll take it."
Yeah, like I wanted the dog since day one because she got the dog and she's like, "I don't want this dog." And I was like, "I want it."
Great.
And she just was like, even when we had the other dog, I was like, "Look, we can get another dog when this one's on its way out." And my grandmother was like, "No." And then she flip-flopped and I was just like, I literally was depressed. I think, when did I find out? I think Friday I found out. And I was like, fuck. I was just so bummed out, as you can see on my Twitter tweets. So, thanks for bringing up painful shit, Doc.
You're dealing with it. That's all that matters. Just dealing with it.
Yeah. I'm playing fucking Last of Us 2.
There you go.
I think I'll watch Black Mirror now.
You should. There's like, no, you should. Anyway, if you want to learn more about Frakkin Nerds, you can go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, which I think Facebook gets the first of the live podcasts, and then YouTube. But I am going to be working on some content to put in, so it's not just our ugly mugs that you're watching. I'm actually going to start editing like videos and whatever that are connected to what we're talking about, if there are certain things. Trying to spruce up maybe the production of that because I went ahead and got an Adobe account, so we'll see how that all goes. And then if you're wanting
to get that discount,
yes, I got a discount because I'm a student. Wink.
So maybe that means new logos, maybe new shirts, possibly, right?
I mean, I can't create that shit, but I can edit shit.
Can we do like we should do like, since like all three of us are like comic book readers, like, hey, this is a good read of the week from Doc or Josh.
Well, I mean, that we could easily do that because all you got to do is record it, send it to me, and I can edit it up and put it together. Yeah.
All right. So you know what?
I mean, that's what other sites are doing is they're sitting at home recording. You just write out a 6 to 5 or 5 to 7 minute piece, like talking about the history of something, and then you just go in and pull images, and yeah, we could actually be a media content group.
I think I'll do something for the Taskmaster one shot of limited series.
I mean, that's a good thing to do because, well, one, there's a new Taskmaster. Why am I fucking his name up? Taskmaster comic that's going to be coming out in a couple weeks, and with Black Widow being released sometime in the next year, I would say. That would be an issue because if people don't know who Taskmaster is, they could see about him and the history of him, or at least on that one comic and why you should be reading it.
Will we see Black Widow before we see New Mutants?
The problem with New Mutants is they contract have to be released in a theater, so they can't go to.
No, it's not because of that. It's HBO. Whoever owns HBO, whatever the fuck the company is, right. They have the streaming rights.
Or AT&T.
They have the theatrical run. They have the streaming rights
of New
Mutants. So Marvel's like, we got to make our money some way, somehow. So it's like, fuck it. We might as well. We're gonna hold on to this because we got to get some type of money.
So they wouldn't be allowed to even do video on demand because they're saying they're not going to do Disney Plus because that's going to be too much of a problem.
No, it's just one of those things where it's like the streaming rights they pay whatever who own AT&T paid for the streaming rights for that movie. So Marvel's like, we got to make our money some way somehow. So we have to release it. Video on demand, maybe, but I think you can't put it on video on demand because it's streaming and they own the streaming rights.
Ugh,
so they're like, fuck it. Unless someone gives them a buttload of fucking money, I don't see this coming out anytime soon. Well, supposedly there was like a fake trailer saying it's going to come out on Disney Plus September 4th.
Yeah, it's a fake.
And it said it was a fake, but somebody's like, oh, remember when they said something else was fake and it turned out it was real? And they, so are we having like a comic book thing coming up, like a comic contest thing?
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con Stay at Home is this weekend.
Okay,
and they're supposed to be showing things with the New Mutants.
Supposedly, we'll see at San Diego Stay at Home Comic-Con if the rumblings are true. If not, then we won't be seeing New Mutants coming out unless it's in the movie theaters.
Right. And then Adult Swim, if you're looking for that, they're going to be actually doing a Q&A with Rick and Morty's Dan Harmon, along with a couple of them, Chris Parnell from the show.
Wait. I like how you just say Dan Harmon, like the other guy doesn't fucking have any.
No, he's not on there. What's his name?
Justin Reinhold.
Justin Rowland.
Yeah.
He is not going to be on with them, but they're going to be showing season 5, some teasers of that.
There's a reason why he's not going to be there?
I don't know. Maybe he's just not available to be on there, or maybe.
Well, what the fuck is he kept doing? Like it's COVID season.
Some rumblings going on. I don't know.
Oh.
Starburns is not along with him anymore. So.
Hey Doc, have you heard about this Saturday? I don't know how they're gonna do this, but at the Hilton Garden Inn at the Louisville Airport, like that
G.I. Joe convention.
There's the G.I. Joe convention, man. I just heard about that, and I'm like, I went to the Zone.
Yeah.
This past weekend. Never been there before.
Or is it the Zone or the Destination?
All right. So I called the Zone earlier in the day because I heard they had some of those 6-inch G.I. Joe classified figures. Oh. They had a Snake Eyes. I don't know if you've seen these.
Yeah,
they look very
really
nice.
Yeah,
they look great. And I went to Destro. I wanted the Snake Eyes. I didn't give a fuck about Duke. Scarlet looks cool, and I didn't care about Gung Ho or whoever else. Who was what's the black dude's name? Gung Ho. Roadblock. I didn't care about Duke or Roadblock.
Body massage.
So So I ended up, I called them, and then like an idiot, I drove to Destination. And I was like, yeah, y'all got my shit. And they're like, no. I was like, whoops, I called the Zone, man. I was like, my bad. So I bought something there just because I felt bad. But then I drove down the road, and I got that there. And the guy had told me there, he's like, oh, yeah, you're going to go to the G.I. Joe thing? I was like, I'm really shocked that there's any kind of convention going on with what's happening.
Oh, no.
He was like, yeah, it's going on next week. It's like $7. It starts at 10 on Saturday. So I'm considering throwing on a mask and
Ooh, there you go.
inhaling my CO2 and going out to it. But I didn't know if G.I. Joe was even your thing whatsoever. But like back in the day, that was my shit. And seeing these new figures, I would like to go there and maybe try to get me a Destro or something like that. But I don't know if you work on Saturday.
I mean, does that tell you if I was?
Oh, well, I hope to see you there then, buddy.
No, I got to work, so.
All
day Saturday.
Damn, it's like every time I think he doesn't have enough tattoos and he pops out a new tattoo. Wow.
Damn, that was random. I did not expect that whatsoever.
Random. That's my oldest one. Yeah. No, it's actually
if you've never seen this one?
No.
So you have. So if you
No, I have not seen. I've never seen that tattoo.
So
that's awesome.
If you look at it, let's see if the camera will cut to me. So do you see inside the Cobra logo?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
I can't see.
Well, now I moved. Hold on.
It's a goose dick.
That's gooseneck.
Oh, what are we getting back to? So, look at the purple, and can you tell me what that is?
I can't see it. Let's see. Hit video.
It's all right. Can you enhance the video? Enhance.
Nah, bro.
Enhance.
All right.
Is that a Decepticon symbol?
That is a Decepticon symbol.
Hey, that's dope. Nice.
So it's a cover up?
No, that is I overlaid.
It's like a mashup.
I overlaid the Decepticon logo with the Cobra logo, and I did that. I created that.
Look at you.
It's not a cover up. It's been cleaned up, but it's not a cover up.
Looks good, buddy.
Yeah, no, I grew up on GI Joe. Yeah, we had a Facebook thing where we were saying what was it? You had GI Joe, Thundercats, He-Man, and Transformers. You had to lose one of them. Class, which one would you have gotten rid of?
He-Man.
Why would you gotten rid of
Thundercats?
He-Man?
Thundercats, because I never got into Thundercats. I watched way more He-Man. I didn't get into He-Man a whole lot. The figures were so-so. Castle Grayskull looked really dope. Snake Mountain was the shit as a kid, like the little voice changer. But I never got into Thundercats, man. That was never my thing.
I love Thundercats, but I felt like I was like I would have been He-Man or Thundercats. I would have kept Joe's and Transformers definitely.
100%.
But He-Man definitely had more characters than Thundercats did. I think Joshua, you said He-Man, didn't you?
You would have scrapped He-Man, huh?
Yeah, because I just
he's the younger generation too. Though.
Yeah, that's what it is, and I love Thundercats and GI Joe. And Transformers.
He was a big Chitara fan. That's what he loved. He loved.
My favorite thing about Thundercats I've ever seen was when I was over at your house. The last time Joshua was here, Doc, and you did that the outtakes where the Snarf or whatever the guy's name was. He was all cussing and shit.
I was like, I like literally when I was in high school, I remember that. I was like, wow, you didn't hear that? Like, I mean, I know you're a little bit older than me, but I figured that was like you were like into the internet at the time when that popped out.
Yeah, that was brand new to me.
Like he said, what the fuck is a monogram? What is he talking about? Like, I remember
oh, there's that word again. What word, Lionel? Oh, that's
So yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, if you let's see if we can find that and post that on the Facebook page. If you've not heard the outtakes from Thundercats, but so it looks like Thundercats were going to take a hit there if we decided which one was going to go. All right. Well, then that will bring the show to a close for Chris Class all the way in Indiana, Joshua over there on the East Coast. This is Doc Martin saying, have a frackin' good week.